Okay, so let's go to the MVP of the week. I was gonna go with Ramos. I had him written down, but I didn't want to use him anyway. So I'm happy you mentioned him earlier because he did have an incredible week. I don't did you read his stats from last week? I know
Yes,
he was 0
some
for
of
4
them. I
today,
mean,
but
I didn't go through his slash
621
line,
on
but yeah.
base, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, 5 runs scored, just absolutely ridiculous. But I had someone else who is near and dear to my heart because he is on my a bunch of my teams. I apologize. And that is TJ Friedel was the number 3 ranked fantasy player in the league. He had a 433 on base, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 7 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases. Just all across incredible numbers from my guy. And like I said, the number 3 overall ranked fantasy baseball player in fantasy baseball this last week. TJ Friedel of the Cincinnati Reds is my MVP of the week. And by the way, if you are not on TJ Friedel, only rostered in about 60% of Yahoo leagues. He's available. Go get him.
He absolutely should be rostered because I think
Yeah,
he's
he's
extremely
great.
underrated. He's extremely
Yes,
underrated.
he's been good.
Love
He
that
was
call.
great last year
Mhm.
too. And he was hurt this
My
year. That's different. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's
right,
probably why a lot of people just were like, "Oh, well, he's hurt. So when he comes back, like, what's the difference?" No, I
right.
held on to him. I actually had him on my
I
IL. I
did too.
never dropped him.
I did too. My MVP of the week only through one start. This is more about just me giving a guy flowers who we don't give flowers a whole lot to, and we absolutely should
Let's
be
give
giving them
flowers.
to Zack Wheeler. Like we've talked about him as just a
Yep.
stud, but we don't go beyond that. And I mean, his last start, 7 innings, 1 earned run. Like his season numbers just look phenomenal. 2.23 ERA, 9.67 WHIP, 91 strikeouts, and 80 innings. I mean, he's a big reason why the Philadelphia Phillies have been as good as they are. And
Yeah, that and the fact that they've only played 6 games against teams over 500. Those 2 reasons are the
hmm,
reasons why they're so good.
I didn't know that stat. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't
4 and
say
2
that.
against teams over 500.
But
Like, to
Zack
put it in
Wheeler,
perspective, the Yankees have played 32 games against teams over 500.
hmm, that does put it in perspective.
It
Thank you.
does.
Yeah, yeah.
And by the way, good teams beat up on bad teams. Like, you're supposed to that if you're a good
Yeah,
team, you're
right,
supposed to beat
right.
up on bad teams.
Yeah.
So, they're not doing anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, you can only play against who's on your schedule, but, like, adjust like, when you talk about them as the best team in the league, okay, relax.
You're just mad because you think the Yankees are the best team in the league and
I
you
don't.
feel
I think the
threatened.
Yankees are shit without Juan Soto. Aaron Judge's last 32 games, they have this up on ESPN now, 409 batting average. That's batting average with 17 home runs and
We
39
actually
RBIs.
I'd like to get your thoughts too, because
Trade him.
we were
Trade
just
Aaron
thinking
Judge.
about like I was talking with a buddy. Do you think the Yankees are does it feel like a glass house of sorts? Or do you trust where they're at? Do you think, okay, this team is legit, they're playing at their level, or do Juan Soto goes down or Aaron Judge goes down? Like, is that it?
Um, okay, first of all, if Juan Soto or Aaron Judge go down, yeah, they're cooked. Like, that's obvious. Like, again, I know they've survived this long without Garrett Cole, but he October 1st, as Glass now just had 2 strikeouts in the first, like, very solid first inning from him. October 1st comes, playoffs start. If Soto, Judge, and Cole are not all healthy, then yes, this team
Okay.
sucks. There's nothing to it. They need all 3 of those guys. But beyond that, I need the Yankees to continue to have this all-in mentality, I call it. I need to see the Yankees not just play well. I wanna see them make an improvement at least 2 of first, second, and third base. Anthony
Yeah.
Rizzo has 1 hit. He's 1 for his last 39. I'm sorry, they benched him today. They said he'll probably sit tomorrow also. If that doesn't reset him, if that reset doesn't get him going, phantom IL, whatever you have to
Mhm.
do, enough. I love the guy. I think every Yankee fan, he's so important to that. Keep him in the locker room. That's fine. I'm not saying DFA him. I don't know what you do. Just he can't be playing. Like he's worthless. Gleyber Torres with the mental errors, like, and I
Yeah.
don't think they're gonna do anything about it because they haven't. Like, the difference between the Yankees and the Mets? The Mets actually benched Jeff McNeil for 5 games because he was terrible because of the things he was doing because they needed to hold him accountable. It's been 5 years
Mhm.
of Gleyber Torres making the same dumb mistakes, and they still won't do anything about it. And LeMahieu's been better, so okay, fine. So you wanna play him either at first, second, or third? put LeMayo at one of those spots, trade for a real second baseman, trade for a real third baseman. And until they do that, no, I don't take this team seriously.
Okay. Because I was watching them yesterday against the Dodgers, and it made me laugh when Verdugo, I don't know if you saw that, came in and had the ball hit over his head. I don't know if you caught that one, but it
No,
made
I
me
didn't
laugh. I
see
don't
it,
know how
but
bad of an outfielder he is. I didn't think he was bad, but
Verdugo's been great for them this year,
yeah.
though, and he's
Hmm.
been excellent in left field. He's been actually top in the league in like defensive run saves. So he's actually been really good defensively this year. So
Good to hear.
yeah, no, I know he's made defensive mistakes in the past, but and with Boston they talked about that a little bit. But as a corner outfielder, he's not a good center fielder. But as a corner outfielder, he's really good. But no, yeah, this team, first of all, like you said, they are three players. They have three key players that if any one of them are down, even again, one of them, look, Soto's down. I know Soto and Cole are down now. So, you know, if it's basically they're one player deep and the rest of the roster is not that good.
Yeah. Okay. So long-winded way of saying Zach Wheeler is my MVP of the week.
Good one. Did I already give mine? I did, right? I told you TJ
That's
Friedel.
yes, you said TJ.
All right. What a man. This is gonna be some episode. I good luck to the editors. I appreciate you
Yeah, yeah.
guys.
Sorry, editors. Yeah, you guys. We should do a shout out for them at some point too. I know we have on the ends, but they work
Yeah,
hard. They do
yeah, if
really
you could
well.
pull up their names again, that would be great. I'd look for that text. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Ryan.
my lock of the week, that's the next segment. Lock of the week. I mentioned that I like the White Sox. I have a White Sox for you. Isn't that shocking? Paul DeYoung. Have you seen what he's been up to? Uh 4 home runs in the last week, 9 RBI, 6 runs scored, on base over 350. So Paul DeYoung been really good, and he's a shortstop where some people struggle to find sustainability there. I am one of those people who struggles to find sustainability at shortstop, although I've been using Josh Smith as my shortstop, and he's been awesome for the Texas
Mhm.
Rangers. So just shout out Josh Smith. But I like Paul DeYoung this week to have a big week for the White Sox.
I love it. Love to hear it. Yeah, you're a big White Sox fan all of a sudden.
Big
Good.
White Sox guy.
Yeah. I actually made a prediction recently that I think they end up. So last year, the worst team in baseball was the Oakland Athletics with 50 wins. I
Yeah.
think they have fewer than 50 wins. That was my bold prediction. I think they're at 17 right now. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
they've been terrible.
Yeah. My lock of the week, and also real quick, John McCoy and Caleb Moody. That
I was about to,
yeah,
yeah, I have them
I
in
don't know
front of
if
me.
that's only who does it, but they do a
Yeah.
lot. So thank
All
you
right.
guys.
Well, keep going.
My lock of the week is Vinny Pascantino for the
Mm,
Kansas City Royals. He's been okay. He's been good, right? The last week he's been really, really good, though. I will say he brought his average up from 224 to 243 now, and I didn't realize. I mean, he's been quietly producing in the RBI department as well. He's got 43 RBIs.
Italian
Um,
stallion.
he's the what's the nickname? The Italian breakfast is his nickname.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
that's beautiful. 43 RBIs in 62 games. I mean, that's a phenomenal pace with a 243 average. Given how offense has been down, you're absolutely going to take that. He's the eighth best first baseman in baseball. So I don't know if I mean I assume most people have him at their starting first base, but I could see in especially shallow leagues where maybe you have Bryce Harper at first base or whatever. You're not putting Vinny P there, but Vinny P should absolutely be a lock in all of your lineups, um,
There
especially
have been
given
a
how
lot
they're
of really good first basemen, though. That's the one thing I found. Like in my league, where we don't have corner infield, we have 2 utility spots and then one per like infield. I have Freddie Freeman and Bryce Harper, so I've been having a really hard time, with trying to fill positions with first base, like a guy who they're always first baseman. Anyway, so those are our locks. Anything else you wanted to get to?
No, no. Just looking at some of the first basemen, it is much deeper than I thought. I mean, Matt
Yeah,
Olson is
first
the
base is deep.
14th ranked first baseman.
And I mean, Pete Alonso has been great. Like his numbers, I think his home runs are kind of empty, but the numbers are like decent.
Josh Naylor, absolutely killing it.
Yeah.
About him a
Yeah.
whole lot, but I mean, 220 average. You don't love
Everyone
that
but
with
Anthony
16 home runs.
Rizzo.
Well, I mean, the Cubs. I'm totally drawing up Michael Bush. He hasn't been good.
Yeah, no.
He's been good.
All right. That's gonna do it for us. Until next time, like, subscribe, share the podcast. Shout out to John McCoy and Caleb Moody. Appreciate you guys for
Thank you guys.
helping
Yeah.
out. Good luck with this one. And until next time, I'm not going to be here on Wednesday, but I'm assuming you'll take care of the people.
Can do that. Yeah.
So until then, maybe I'll send you some of my picks on
Okay.
on Monday or Tuesday. On Tuesday, I'll send you some of my so you could give me a shout out. I'm sure you'll be very kind to me when I'm
Oh,
gone.
absolutely.
Yeah,
I'll
as
always say nice
always.
things about you.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
I'll have a haircut by next time too, because I keep looking at this like, oh my god, what is going on? So
Gonna enjoy
until
the
then,
basketball
find
game
out
tonight? Yeah,
what
mhm.
was that?
Enjoying the basketball game tonight?
Oh,
You're
I will
gonna
be
yep,
enjoying the
mhm,
NBA finals tonight.
yep.
So if you want to find out whether Rami cuts his hair or not, tune in next episode or in 2 episodes when I'm back. And the way to do that is to like and subscribe and share the podcast with a friend so we can keep growing the show. Until then, see ya.